Hey there everyone, Carl Auer from Carl Auer Photography here. We're going to talk about cold weather shooting. So let's run the intro and get right into this. Okay, cold weather shooting. You know, I know something about this. I'm not just someone who's sitting in a nice warm climate, not worried about cold weather and what it does to cameras and so on. And what we're going to talk today about is gloves, keeping your digits warm. Because, you know, honestly, there's two things that can go wrong when you're photographing in really cold weather. Your fingers can go numb and you can like not hit the buttons right, or you could get frostbite. And then you're really going to be in some trouble with your fingers. So we're talking extreme cold. I've shot the Iditarod when it was 20, 25 below, and it even gets colder on that trail. I've shot outdoor football in the snow, wind, all sorts of different things. Football, soccer. I mean, cold weather sucks. You can get some really phenomenal photos, and this isn't just for sports. If you're out shooting, like if you're in northern the northern hemisphere where you can see the aurora borealis, or if you're in the southern hemisphere where you can see the I can't remember what they call it in Australia, but the northern lights and the southern lights. If you're out shooting during the winter, shooting stars or time lapses and stuff, your fingers can get cold. And if you're a skier, maybe you're out skiing or snowboarding and you're taking pictures of your friends and stuff, and you just want to keep warm, a good pair of gloves goes a long way. Now, for the longest time, I've used gloves like this. This is Sirius. This is a nice neoprene glove. You want neoprene over cloth or wool, because with something like a neoprene glove, if your hand touches snow, you can brush it off and it's gone. With wool, you always have snow stuck in the little fibers and stuff, and you don't want that moisture to get on your camera. So go with a neoprene, something smooth, like an isotoner type glove, something that is not going to let snow stick to it. And while these Sirius gloves are phenomenal, they don't really let you work the camera controls that well. I've been able to do it, but I'm always looking to make sure my finger's on the right button and that I'm on the shutter button. And while these are good, these are actually cross-country skiing gloves. They're not the best. They're great at keeping your fingers warm, but they're just not the best. And in really cold weather, I would have these plus neoprene mittens over them. And then when I'm ready to shoot, I'd pull the mitten off and be shooting with one gloved hand, and then put that mitten back on. Now, what I have found recently, and now this video is not sponsored by Promaster or Mike's Camera in Colorado. I went into Mike's Camera last week to pick up a Black Rapids sport strap for shooting football and soccer and baseball, anything that I'm doing two cameras outdoors. And while I was there, while I was looking for where they hid these, I saw they had 4-layer photo gloves by Promaster. I grabbed a large pair, tried them on, they fit. And this is what they say. Promaster 4-layer photo gloves are excellent for photographing in cold weather. The 4-layer design is windproof and water resistant to keep your hands warm. The index finger and thumb tips fold back for a more tactile experience with your camera. The non-slip coating on the fingers and palm ensure a firm, safe grip on your precious photo gear. Features: windproof and waterproof design, or water resistant. Non-slip silicone fingers and palm pads. Fold back index finger and thumb for direct control of your camera. Ribbed wrist cuffs keep wind out and warmth in. So I was getting ready to go shoot some football, and I thought, you know what? Let's grab a pair of these. Let's see what they do. Now they retail for $34.99, and this is what they look like. Nice black glove, has the Promaster logo. Promaster seems to be Mike's Camera's Quantry. For those of you who know Kit's Camera or remember Kit's Camera, Kit's Camera's brand was Quantry. Some of their stuff was okay, some of it was just pure junk. It seems to be the same way with Promaster. Some of Promaster stuff is good, some of it's just junk. But you can see on the fingertips here, it's got the silicone, and on the palm, it's got the silicone. It's cut so you can close your hand. And I mean, they're a comfortable glove. Goes over my iWatch, which I don't really care for, but it does keep you warm. It is a warm glove. Now, if you're in a shooting situation that you're in, it's even colder than these gloves will handle, you can throw a palm warmer, a hand warmer, into the palm of this, either side, and that'll help keep your hands and your fingers warm. You can also get mittens to put over this. Mittens are for extreme cold over gloves. Get extra large. If you're wearing a large glove, get an extra large mitten. If you're wearing a medium glove, get a large mitten to put your gloved hands in. That'll just help with insulation. But anyway, I mean, they're all right. They seem to work okay. Let me grab my iPhone here. I heard a rumor. Let's see, press the button. Yeah, the silicone does not allow for touch. Okay, to use your iPhone, basically, you'll have to, or your touch screen devices, whatever, you'll have to pop your fingers out the little pockets. But extreme temperatures, I would say hand warmers are going to help this quite a bit. And then picking up a pair of mittens that are a little larger than these. Throw some hand warmers in the mittens and throw your hands into this. Out of 5 stars, I would give these 4.5. And I'm only giving it 4.5 because I haven't shot in cold weather, extreme cold weather with these yet. But everything I've seen and experienced so far with them, this is a great glove. Now, I know a few years ago, Lowepro made some photo gloves. And what I heard was people either loved them or hated them. They loved them because in cool climates, they seemed okay. They cut the wind and the dexterity was really good in them. But in extreme cold climates, they didn't do a darn thing. These are well padded. I mean, they're being sold by Mike's Camera in Colorado. So, I mean, Colorado is, Rocky Mountains, Aspen, X Games, Winter X Games, Olympic skiers. These seem to be up to doing the job. So, $34.99 Mike's Camera. You can go to mikescamera.com and find them there. If they don't have them on their website, shoot them an email because they have them in store. Now, a couple other cold weather tips. I have, again, my first gloves I showed you were Sirius. I have a Sirius face mask with a kind of a gator on the front. This is for extreme cold shooting. This is something I'd pull out during the Iditarod. And I would be very careful when I'm shooting with this. I would hold my breath when I put my face up to the camera, because with the face mask on, your breath comes out diffused and you'll fog up your viewfinder. But this is really good to keep warm. What I use here so far in Colorado mostly is I've got the same thing, but it's an Under Armour. It's a thinner material, but it really keeps you warm. This is actually for running. I got it at Dick's Sporting Goods for just under $40. I use it with the face mask open. I just cover my chin with it because, again, if you cover your nose and you shoot, you're diffusing your breath and you're going to fog up your viewfinder. And I'll be using this tomorrow night during a football game. Wearing a sock cap over it or a baseball cap. Other hints for cold weather shooting: hand warmers are a great thing, not just for your hands and your feet, but they can help keep batteries warm. Have extra batteries, whether they're AA or they're the like the 7D or the square batteries, or the bigger batteries like the 1D series batteries, or the Nikon Pro series batteries that are similar to this. You keep extra batteries, keep them on an interior pocket, and throw some pocket warmers in it, in that pocket. Cold weather will zap energy out of batteries. You can warm them up. You'll see photographers a lot of times in cold weather, like watch the NFL, when they show the sidelines. If you see a photographer and it's a timeout or something, they may be holding their hand like this and breathing into it. They're heating up their battery because it's starting to flash on them or something, and they know, hey, I've got energy in here. The cold just makes the energy kind of go away. A warmer battery, the energy's there. So if you have some pocket warmers and this in an inside pocket, you can swap batteries as you need to warm that battery up. I've even attached pocket warmers with rubber bands to my camera itself to keep the batteries in the camera warm. If you can, when you're out shooting in cold weather, go inside every once in a while to warm up. Layer the stuff, your cold weather gear. I'll typically wear like a base coat, long underwear, and then like a t-shirt, sweatpants or jeans, snow pants over that, a sweatshirt, and a ski jacket. That way, if it's a little too warm for the sweatpant or the sweat jacket and the ski jacket, I'll take one or the other off. Maybe it's a little windy and I want the ski jacket on, or maybe it's snowing pretty good and I want the neoprene jacket on, or maybe it's just a nice day, it's just cool out, sweatshirt's all I need, I'll just wear the sweatshirt. When you're going inside, if you're going inside for good and you take your camera gear in, take every piece of it out of your camera bag and clean it. You're going to have condensation from the extreme cold to the warmth of your home. What I like to do, when I shot the Iditarod, I was outside for over 8 hours in sub-zero temperature. When I got back to the car, I put my camera gear into the trunk. Drove home, that way the heater from the car was not warming up the trunk. And I'd pull into the garage, and I'd go ahead and pop the trunk, pull my camera bag out, keeping it closed, and put it on the floor of the garage next to the door to the house. But I'd leave it in the garage for about an hour. And then after that hour, I'd bring it inside, and I'd open up the bags, put it as far away from the heat source, like we have a fireplace, furnace, whatever. Put it as far away from the heat sources in your house as you can, but open it up and let it start to breathe. And then go ahead and check your gear for condensation. I would religiously just take all my gear out and start cleaning it after it's sat inside the house and come up to room temperature. That way you're getting rid of any moisture, any condensation. But if you're out shooting and you're just stepping inside to warm up, go throw it in the trunk of your car or something. Lock it up in the trunk of your car before you go inside. Don't take your gear inside with you, because if you go inside for 10 minutes, half an hour, grab your gear and go back outside, your condensation is going to start to appear on your lenses, and when you go outside it's going to freeze and you're not going to be able to shoot. So that's a cold weather shooting tip for you. Okay, remember, if you like this video, subscribe to it. Check out my other videos. We're trying to get to 2 contests. I want to get to a point that I'm doing a contest a month. But right now, the first contest we want to do is right here. Carbon fiber, another Promaster from Mike's Camera. Carbon fiber monopod. $100 monopod. Holds 6 kilograms. A decent little monopod. I'm going to do a review on it, but when we hit 500 viewers, 500 subscribers to this channel, we're going to do a giveaway of this monopod. I will mail it directly to one lucky winner. But we're not doing this giveaway until we hit 500 subscribers. So share this video, share this channel, tell all your friends about it, family, share it on your social media, whatever. Get the word out. The other giveaway we're going to do is if we hit 7 figures. Now, I've said this before. I've seen YouTubers that make 15, 20 bucks a month. I've seen YouTubers make a couple $100 a month. There are YouTubers that are making $1,500 a video a month. I mean, they're doing 5, 6 videos a week, if not more. And I've seen YouTubers pull in 7 figures. I highly doubt I'll reach 7 figures in a month. But if I do, I have made a promise to you, which I intend to keep. One lucky winner. I'm going to pull 2 names. But one lucky winner is going to win a Nikon D5 or whatever the top of the line camera from Nikon is at that time, whether it's a D5 or a D6 or a D7, and a 300mm 2.8 VR lens. And one lucky winner is going to win a 1DX Mark II, 3, 4, whatever they're up to, and a 300mm 2.8 IS lens. When I hit 7 figures, we're going to run that contest. So this all depends on you guys. Get the word out. I get a massive amount of subscribers and viewers, and we hit 7 figures in 1 month. 2 people are going to walk away with 2 camera setups. I mean, a camera setup apiece that is worth, the total value of it is right around $25,000. That's a major giveaway for YouTube. And I'm going to do that out of my own pocket if we hit 7 figures. And we're going to do some other giveaways too. We'll probably celebrate some other things too. Maybe give away a MacBook Pro. Maybe give away a Black Rapids strap. Maybe have a whole week of giveaways. But we need to get to that 7-figure number in order for that the Nikon and the Canon camera systems going out. So share this with everybody you know. Get the word out. And if you haven't hit subscribe yet, do it now. Hit the little bell so you know when a new video goes up. And smash on that like button. Until next time, keep shooting.